Hospitals, as the first port of call for health emergencies, often handle cases with utmost care to save lives, which is the core of the medical profession. When it comes to gunshot wounds, however, there are allegations of apprehension and evasion from a number of hospitals who demand police reports before treatment of patients requiring urgent attention, contravening the Gunshot Act of 2017, which mandates compulsory treatment of victims without police report. Many, sadly, have bid the world farewell due to this development. Now, considering the supremacy of the law, why does it appear difficult for health facilities to fall in line? How aware are citizens about this law, and how active has the police been in propagating the law within the force? This edition of DateLine 360 hopes to x-ray challenges to the implementation of the Gunshot Act of 2017. I am Omotola Omojola. Thanks for tuning in. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, recently ordered medical facilities in the country to treat gunshot and accident victims with or without police report. This admonition comes after 6 years of enacting the law, and one may wonder, why was it necessary for the Inspector General to reiterate this legal obligation? Francis Form takes a look at the directive, enforcement and compliance.
So we have to understand.
The IGP's directive is in response to the growing concern over the tragic loss of lives due to neglect of gunshot and accident victims by hospitals in the country. Before now, the compulsory treatment and care for victims of Gunshot Act of 2017 existed, but its implementation was not given the desired attention. To effectively implement this act, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, decided to revisit the act with a view to ensuring that accident and gunshot victims get the needed attention they deserve from healthcare facilities during emergencies.
It's not even a matter of appealing or not appealing. It's a matter of law. The compulsory, mark the words, compulsory treatment and care for gunshot victims, Act of 2017. So if you see the words in the Act, it's compulsory treatment and care. So it's not enough to say, I don't have police report, I'm not going to attend to you, please you can go. No, it's becoming unprofessional, it's becoming terrible, and we just need to nip this in the bud.
The IGP's directive, Force Public Relations Officer Muyiwa Adejobi says it aligns with the full enforcement and compulsory treatment and care for victims of Gunshot Act of 2017, which mandates that all healthcare providers prioritize the immediate care and stabilization of such patients, recognizing the critical importance of timely medical attention in saving lives.
When questions are raised, they always blames on the police that is due to lack of police report and what have you. That's why the IGP came out in clear terms that with or without police report, please attend to all victims, even if it's a criminal, a confirmed criminal. Attend to him first, because we'll need him to give us more information while we investigate.
The Force PRO notes that it underscores the moral duty and responsibility of medical practitioners to uphold the sanctity of life and provide life-saving care to those in need, aiming to bridge the gap between the law enforcement agencies and healthcare providers, facilitating a more efficient and compassionate response to emergency situations and curbing crimes by fulfilling their obligation to invite the police for assessment while treatment is ongoing.
The signal has been sent to all formations, commands and formations across the country, so that our personnel, our officers and men are in the know of this new development, that you don't go to any medical facility to go and arrest a doctor or the practitioners for attending to a gunshot victim.
All medical institutions and professionals have also been told to adhere to these directives and fully cooperate with the law enforcement agencies when necessary, emphasizing the paramount importance of saving lives and promoting a safer and healthier society.
The Nigerian Medical Association has reacted to that too, that they are ready to treat all these victims. So let's be on the same page. Let's save lives first. The issue of reports, police report might come later. If it's a doctor notices, or a medical practitioner notices that the victim or the patient is suspecting the patient to be a suspect or a criminal, all you do attend to him first. Then you inform the police. I know every medical facility or owner of any medical facility should be close to the grassroots police. At least you know.
Similarly, the Nigeria Police Force says it will continue to collaborate with all relevant ministries, departments and agencies, particularly the Federal Ministry of Health, for the full enforcement of the provisions of the Act. For DateLine 360, Francis from NTA News.
Understanding the magnitude of non-compliance with the 2017 Act comes with understanding the consequence in human fatalities. And Ignatius Nkwo reports that statistics of death due to unattended gunshot injuries continue to rise. In our next report, he highlights the provisions of the bill and the position of the National Assembly on the level of compliance.
26th of September 2023 was one of those black days in the Federal Capital Territory. Greatness Olorufemi joined the League of Victims of One Chance in Abuja, painfully died at the Maitama General Hospital, where it was alleged that she was denied treatment for not providing a police report. This is just to mention one case of the many lives of Nigerians cut short for reason of law without human face. The Robbery and Firearms Special Provisions Law 1970 states that it shall be the duty of any person, hospital or clinic that admits, treats or administers any drug to any person suspected of having bullet wounds to immediately report to the police. The law was in response to the increasing cases of armed robbery shortly after the end of the Nigerian Civil War. More than 40 years after, it became apparent that the law had become obsolete and needs amendment.
Look at it from the beginning, the hypocritical law. Every medical doctor will tell you that it is not money first, it is to save life. Even if the person is an armed robber, or is a condemned criminal, or is somebody even known, no matter the crime, it is when the person is alive that you even investigate.
On the 11th of July 2017, the Compulsory Treatment and Care for the Victims of Gunshot Bill was passed by the Senate. Section 1 provides the right of every person with gunshot wounds to be treated, and Section 2 for the duty of security personnel to assist them, while Section 3 prohibits any form of inhumane or degrading treatment of victims. Unfortunately, 6 years after signing that bill into law by then President Muhammadu Buhari, compliance level by hospitals has remained abysmal. This provoked a directive to hospital facilities from the Inspector General of Police to ensure compliance to the new law.
Especially those Nigerians who are victims of armed robbers, victims of criminals. And you have that law, and the Inspector General of Police had actually, echoed that legislative directive or legal framework. I don't think any hospital should have the right to refuse to comply with that.
Right to life, right to security. The Constitution did not exempt even a man that has been so, not just alleged, so convicted. And what you rightly see is that even in prison, there are healthcare facilities.
The National Assembly is also worried that 6 years after signing the bill into law, citizens like Greatness and others could still lose their rights to life. It resolved to intensify oversight of hospital facilities to ensure compliance.
It should be shocking to me that any staff in any hospital in Nigeria will disobey a law that has been passed and signed. That will be breach of their oath of office.
We at the National Assembly, anytime we pass a bill and the president assents to it, it becomes a law. And then it's not optional, it's mandatory for MDAs